All right, guys, welcome back to the Trench Grenade channel. We are out on the range today, so bear with any gunfire you hear in the background. Today we are going to be discussing how to zero your 5.56 carbine, whether that be whatever barrel length. Today we're going to be discussing how to zero. The intent of this video is going to be to get new firearms owners, and maybe you've had your AR for a while and you haven't zeroed it properly. Hopefully this video will serve to help get you on track of how to actually zero your weapon, okay? We are going to be using this Daniel Defense, okay, 16-inch barrel V7. All right, this will be what we use to zero today out here on the range. All right, so before we begin, we have to first discuss why we're going to zero at 25. Okay, so for 5.56, the max effective area engagement, okay, per doctrine is 600 meters. Can some shooters engage with the right ammo, with the right wind and everything farther? Yes, but for the average shooter, the max area, max effective area target or area engagement, if I can even speak, is going to be 600 meters. The max effective point target is going to be 500 meters. Point target being a person, okay? So that means from 0 to 500, the max effective is going to be, point target is going to be 500. So why are we going to zero at 25? We're going to zero at 25 because that's going to give us what's called a battle sight zero, from ranges all the way from 0 all the way out to 500. If you know your holds with a 25-meter zero, the average rifleman can hit a point target at 500, okay? So we're going to dive into a little bit about why or how to zero, okay? What you'll notice here, and I'll just adjust our camera as we go through here, okay? So bear with me. What you'll notice here, I have a VTAC barrier, okay? Now, zeroing is not a competition. Zeroing is the mechanical process of getting your point of aim and point of impact, okay, to coincide at one point. So today, and for you, that point will be 25 meters. So that means wherever my optic is looking, my optic will align with the bore at that range. So some of you, especially if you're in the military in the early 2000s, we're told that bullets rainbow, or bullets they drop out of the sky. Well, yes and no, okay? What I want you to imagine is that at 25 meters, okay, your bullet, so you have your point of aim and then you have your point of impact. And at 25, okay, they're going to come together at that exact same. So your point of aim and your point of impact, okay, of the bullet are the same. So to the naked eye, you won't be able to see this, but your muzzle or your barrel will be elevated barely, so that way that projectile is going to be like a football, okay? So it's going to go up and then it's going to drop off over time. It's not doing this weird like straight up in the air and then a curve, okay? So if you think about where they intersect, it's just going to continue on and it's going to drop off due to gravity over time. And that's why we use a 25-meter zero, because it's going to give us our battle sight zero from 0 to 500 meters if you know your holds, and you're going to need to know your holds. Okay, with that being said, so we talked about how zeroing is a mechanical process. That means you should be as stable as you can be. That is why I'm going to use this VTech barricade with a 3x magnifier from eotech, okay? It is important that you turn your brightness on your dot as low as you can and still be able to see it, okay? I'm going to get as stable as I can. Okay, now that I have my perfect sight picture, I'm going to slowly take out that trigger and let that round go, okay? Okay, now, so our reticle brightness was as low as we could get it. okay, to give you a more finite point of aim, and you're shooting slowly, okay. We're gonna go down range and check it out. I had one flyer, okay. Complete transparency, you can see it's sandy and muddy out here. I do have to go to the gym after this. That's why I'm not getting in the prone position. Okay, so here's our group. 4 together, 1 flyer. Okay, that's a good group, guys. This flyer is me. That is our 0. Okay, so I'm going to fire again, 5 more rounds. Now, it's important to note, I'm not going to make any adjustments at all. I'm going to make no adjustments until I've fired 5 rounds, or 3 consecutive groups, if I can think clearly here. 3 groups in a row of 5 rounds. That's 15 rounds total. I'm not going to make any adjustments. The reason being is we need to see if it's us or if it's the weapon. Okay, so this is called grouping. Once you have fired your 3 groups of 5 rounds, all those rounds should be 3 out of 5 rounds, and each group should be touching. Okay, at 25. That's going to tell you if your optic is mounted properly. Okay, that's going to tell you if you're doing your part properly and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm going to fire 5 more rounds, slow fire, same point of aim. I'm not going to adjust my point of aim. Okay, I'm going to keep the same point of aim. Okay, I believe that was 5. We're going to take a break. Typically, you would leave your weapon on your sandbag. Okay, I recommend you look away from the target when doing this. That way you're not getting so target focused. Give yourself a chance to breathe. Because remember, this is not a competition right now. This is about getting your weapon mechanically zeroed to a certain range. And that range for you is going to be 25 meters with 5.56. Okay, today we're using 55 grain full metal jacket ammo. All right, standard is what I buy in bulk, and it's what I use out of this Daniel Defense 16-inch gun with a 6 sauer Romeo 5 and a eotech 3x magnifier. Okay. All right, I'm gonna shoot 5 more rounds here and finish up what we like to call grouping. Okay, your firing hand should be high on the pistol grip. Okay, I believe that was 5. We're gonna leave our weapon system here on safe, ejection port cover closed, and we're gonna move down range. Okay, so we've discussed what zeroing is. We've discussed what range you're gonna zero at, 25. We've discussed what a battle sight 0 is. Okay, let's show you my group. Okay, these are 15 rounds, 3 groups in a row at 25. Okay, now I could be a lot tighter for sure, but I'm not going to get in the prone because it's muddy. But when you do yours, you're going to get in the prone. Okay, so for this adjustment, now that we have our 15 rounds, I'm going to take the center of my group. Okay, it's about right here. I'm going to take the center of that group, and that's how I'm going to make my adjustment. So for here, I'm going to go up 2, left 1, reshoot. Okay, up 2 clicks, left 1 click, reshoot. Now, it's important you remember your adjustments from your optic. Every optic should say if it's MOA, MOA or whatever, how many clicks you need per. All right. So for mine, I'm going to go up, up 2. Okay. I'm going to keep the weapon system loaded, but I'm going to keep it oriented down range. Okay. Your turret caps will have these little protector things on it. I'll just show you what the SIG Romeo 5 has. Okay. It says it's a half MOA adjustment. Okay. And it shows you what direction to turn. So this is saying to go up, I'm going to turn it left. So I said up 2. So I'm going to use the actual adjustment tool itself. 1, 2. Okay, and I'm going to, after I do that, I'm going to make sure I put the turret back on all the way and tighten it. That way I don't lose my 0. Okay. And then I'm going to change my windage adjustment. Guys, we try not to say up and down, left and right. We try to say windage. Windage is left and right. Okay. And elevation is up and down. Okay, I said left 1. So I'm going to go ahead, turn it the designated direction on here. Tighten my turret back down. Now, guys, if you have questions about zeroing, just get in the comment section, okay, and ask me. Or ask somebody on the channel, and we'll be more than happy to help you out, okay? All right. Now we're going to do our first official 5-round group on a new target. Let me catch my breath as I'm talking to y'all, trying to shoot at the same time. The wind is blowing the target around. Okay, flip it on safe, ejection port cover closed. Let's go down range and check it out. As you guys can see, the wind is kind of, the right side of the target is not in the notch, so the wind's kind of blowing it around, but that's okay. So, this is our group, okay? As you can see, if we're aiming over here, we're aiming dead center of the X, okay? So it did bring it closer. We're gonna go up, we'll go up 3, left 1, reshoot, okay? Up 3, left 1, reshoot. Back out to 25, up 3, left 1. Make sure as you guys are zeroing, up 3, left 1, so I don't forget. Make sure as you guys are zeroing, okay, you don't rest the barrel. If you have an exposed barrel outside of the handguard, make sure you're not resting that barrel directly on the barricade. All right, up 3, right? Up 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll go up 4, guys, just to get us there. Okay, so up 4. Now, typically, you want to write down your adjustments on the piece of paper. That way, if you forget, okay? That way, if you accidentally turn it the wrong way, you can just reverse it and you can continue zeroing rather than it being a showstopper for you. Okay, what I say, left 1, we'll keep that adjustment. We'll go left 1. Now, when you guys move, say you move from Alaska to South Carolina, you're going to have to re-zero all your weapons because the environmental effects will affect that impact, that point of aim, point of impact on that bullet, okay? So if you guys make a major move like that, make sure you re-zero your weapon system. All right, here we go. 5 rounds, same target. Okay, weapon on save. I think I fired 6, but I did pull 1. I think it was the very first round I pulled. Y'all will be able to tell on camera. Just trying to make sure this video isn't too long. Make sure we get all the content or all the good stuff out there for y'all. Okay, here's our group. Okay, so we still need to go. I would say we'll go up to. Well, tell you what, we'll go up 3, reshoot. Okay, we'll use a new point of aim. Up 3, reshoot. Okay, guys. So in summary, zeroing is a mechanical process. It's not a competition. You want the weapon to be as stable as you can without resting the actual barrel on the what you're doing. you're going to zero your 5.56 at 25 meters. That way you get a good battle sight zero out to 20 or out to 500 with a point target. Up 3. Before making any adjustments, you're in the very beginning, you're going to fire your 3 groups of 5, taking a break between, not changing your point of aim at all, just doing 3 groups of 5. That way you're making sure your optic is actually mounted properly and that you are doing your part properly. Okay, new point of aim, 5 rounds. Okay, the reason I kept shooting is because we are zeroed, and I just want to close out this video, guys, and make sure you guys get all this stuff out there for you. If you guys like this content, go ahead and share it with your buddies, okay, that you think could benefit from it. Here's our group, guys, or our magazine, I should say. So yeah, I could probably go left one, but that's what we're looking like, okay. So in summary, we talked about how to zero, when to zero, so every time you move, okay. We talked about what a battle sight zero is. 500 meters is your effective point target, okay. 600 is your area for your 5.56 16-inch barrel. We talked about all the things about zeroing, okay. We talked about turning your dot brightness down to where you can barely see it for zeroing, so that way you can get that finite point of aim, okay. We talked about MOA adjustments and everything. All right, guys, like I said, if you like this content, share it with the buddies, share it with people who you think could benefit from it. Keep hitting that, or keep let me know what y'all want to see next. And until next time, guys, this is Trench Grenade signing out. Cheers.